Jazzy, so snazzy.
So join me in the kitchen right now.
We're gonna cook something healthy and light. That's right.
So I'm starting off with 2 cups of cooked brown rice. You can also use 2 cups of cooked basmati rice. Toss that right in the bowl. 1.5 cups of finely chopped spinach. Great way to add greens to your meal. So I've got 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts and 1/3 cup of dried cranberries. You can also use dried cherries with this. They're really, really nice. To spice it up a little bit, a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And we're just going to toss that all together. I'm going to add 1 large apple, peeled, cored, and chopped. It's really going to add a lot of moisture, a lot of flavor to this stuffing. Now, the first time I made this, I thought, is this going to be flavorful enough with just these few ingredients? I was so surprised. My husband gobbled it right up. Those cranberries and this delicious apple, a little bit of greens, juxtaposed against those fantastic butternut squash. And it's so colorful, too. You can certainly make this around holiday time if you like, but this is great to make just on one of those first nights of fall. You've got all this wonderful fall bounty. So you do want to cut these pretty small. So that's what you want here. And 1 more here. That is perfect. It's going to make a great stuffing. It's a very, very simple, clean stuffing, fresh ingredients, because that's what the fall is. We've got the last bounty of summer, and we've got the fall harvest. It's all available to us. You know how the colors of plant-based cooking excite me. Now look how pretty that is. Oh, smells so good, too. I'm going to show you how to do a serving. Let me grab my scooper duper. There you go. And then just press it in. Isn't that pretty already? And you're just going to fit that right into your casserole dish. I've lined that out with a little bit of parchment paper. Here's a second one. Now these are 2 huge servings. I'm going to show you how to make smaller servings as well, so you can decide how you want to do it for your family. And even though this is kind of a fancy dish, this is a great dish to make just for a weeknight meal, because you see how easy it is. You do want to make sure that you fit those squash in there pretty tightly so they don't tip over while they bake. Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to do a smaller serving. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it again. So I'm cutting this into 4ths. And then you're going to even off the bottom of this so it stands up. That's perfect. So this is another way that you can do it. And you're going to slip that right in there. So I'm going to do this one also with the smaller serving. Just going to cut it one more time again. You can certainly use acorn squash for this as well. And any leftover stuffing that you have, just put it in a separate little casserole. Bake it separately, just like you do a holiday stuffing. You can certainly serve that on the side. Woo! Gotta admit, this is just gorgeous. Now I'm going to tent it with foil. And you do truly want to do a tent with this. So we're really forming a tent like that. We use 2 pieces. See how that's a tent shape in the middle. And then a second piece over here. That's perfect. I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees. We're going to do a slow bake on this. We're going to cook it for 1 1/4 to 1.5 hours until the butternut squash has really gotten all nice and soft with that delicious stuffing in there. And you do want to get a little crisp top on this. So the last 15 minutes of cooking, just remove that foil and your butternut squash is going to be fabulous.